right. Let's see what we got here. Yo, peace, my fellow PFGs. What's good? It's your man 64 here, and I'm about to. Whoa. Okay, I'm looking in the wrong place. Yeah, and I'm about to do this live reaction, man. I just realized that The Last of Us Part 2, I guess, not reveal, obviously, but some more content surrounding it had come out today, and I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see my thoughts, and I want to see what I think about it, because, this is definitely a highly anticipated game for a lot of people. I'm very interested in it. I didn't really play the first one, but I might give this one a try. So let's see what they got going on here. Obviously, I'll get it on the PS5 when it comes out. But hell, you never know. It may change my mind, make me do something crazy. We'll see. I figured I'd just do that real quick, and later on I'm doing a gameplay stream. But let's check this out. See what this is all about here. There's some cats I respect in the game talking about it. So, see if it's any good.
I know you wish things were different.
Make sure
I wish things were different.
Okay.
Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop!
And there's supposed to be some gameplay after this too. I don't know if they'll show gameplay here, but
I'm leaving tomorrow.
We'll see. Oh, looks like it's real time too.
Leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want,
Damn,
but not at any cost.
it's crazy.
I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you.
Jeez.
Maybe you should have.
Yeah, well, you didn't, and now you regret it. Okay, those are definitely like cinematics. This is like real time
Vice
though.
President of Naughty Dog and the director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands.
Damn,
The wait has been long, and we're extremely
Wow.
grateful for your patience.
that's real
Especially
time.
now, in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before.
Okay.
Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us
These
Part
artists
2,
are incredible, man.
including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence.
Okay,
You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
that's good. That's important. That's what we want to see.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
Damn.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Oh my god. Hey, smoking a little ganja and shit.
However, this peace is short-lived.
Oh shit.
Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and
Damn.
justice.
Okay, so they're not gonna
Her journey
tell
will
us
take her to new parts of the country
what happened.
previously unexplored in The Last of Us.
Cool.
The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces.
Damn.
Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Clip her wings. He cut off her arms? Break it.
Beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in
Damn.
danger of falling victim to the infected.
Ooh, Lord.
They are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers, large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Okay.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following.
Oh, they're in Seattle
even
too. I
while
didn't
in
realize that.
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence.
Seattle. It's my
Listen mode
birthplace.
will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass.
Nice.
When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break class or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies.
Okay.
In any given combat situation, you can flee an
can dig it.
encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If
I
you
like
absolutely
it.
have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and
like it.
create opportunities to counterattack.
I like the struggle.
You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Ooh! Shot in the side of her face, then in the neck. Oh, shit.
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey.
Ugh.
Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and counters.
Yeah, I want to see how this combat works. It's so minimal. I love the minimalism. Damn. Visceral.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities.
Visceral.
You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
That's awesome. Oh shit. Oh yeah, hell yeah. I'd rather do that. All those fucking enemies around. Yeah, let them fight it out. Fuck that.
Our goal is to create unparalleled attention, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence
Outdoor
over your
sports,
journey.
man.
As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience.
Okay, that's cool.
We also
I like
wanted to
that.
extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes,
I like that.
all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
Nice. That's dope.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
I like it. What's going on, Cherry, man? Yeah, it looks sick. It definitely looks sick. Ooh. Ah!
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
Man, I'm chilling, fam. I'm just, I didn't realize they had this state of play out today. So I was like, oh, okay. I was listening
As
to
we've
somebody
said before,
talking
this is
about
Naughty
it.
Dog's largest, most
So I was like, let me
ambitious
check
game.
this shit out. You know
It
what
may
I'm saying?
seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2.
Ooh-wee.
We can't wait for you to experience
How
it
you
all
doing,
for
fam?
yourself
You doing
on
good?
June 19th.
Wow.
Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
All right.
Enjoy.
All right, let's see it. This is the big seller. This is the big seller. I love the minimalistic visuals. In the sense that there's, well, the minimalistic HUD, I should say. There's like essentially no HUD right now. And I guess maybe it'll show up when you get to fighting or something. Which is still good because it's still minimal. I like that a lot. You're just grinding your channel. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You got to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yeah, man. This here.
What the fuck are they talking about?
Appears to be a lot deeper than the first one, which is good. A lot of upgrading and modification that you can do to your character, your weapons and whatnot, and your skills. I like that. I like that. You're not just locked into like a basic adventure game experience. It's kind of RPG like, you know? Now imagine how games going to look on those next gen systems. Yeah, well, I mean, again, just what PlayStation is going to bring with their first party is just going to be incredible. Next gen is going to be great, I'm sure, but I just know that Sony is going to bring some really special games because the teams that they have established, they're A1 when it comes to this level of presentation. I know. Oh, okay, she had her headphones in. I'm like, God damn, seriously?
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up. You know what girl you are?
Girl got the Vita.
Where is she?
You already know Stadia is going to be there despite that. Hey, oh man, of course it is.
She's somewhere in there.
Of course it is. You really tried it. You really tried it. Damn, son. Damn, spared no expense on the damn gore. Damn. I ain't gonna front, she was jamming though. She definitely was jamming. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you know, Stadia's gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be there with my Stadia, you know. Looking forward to what they're gonna bring, because I know they're gonna bring some awesome stuff, especially getting team members from the PlayStation camp, you know. I'm sure they got some real talent over there now. But yeah, I know when it comes to this kind of shit, yeah, Sony's definitely gonna be A1.
I'm telling
At
you.
least I expect that from them.
Makes these shifts so much easier.
Hell, depending on how this gameplay look, man, shit, I might go ahead and give me a little used PS4 or something, you know, shit, I might want to play this. Day one, no, fam.
That's our guys executing.
She looking kind of good, though.
Hey, did you hear about we're all getting called up to the phone?
Ooh, let's see, I like this kind of stuff, man. I like this kind of stealthy improv, like you have to like, improvise and be on your toes and,
Not after what went down last time.
you know,
Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
getting the upper hand and regaining it. Look at how she didn't use the Coke bottle. Ooh, she bold. I like it. I like it. Okay, yeah, you got your weapon there. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Bro. Yo, this is crazy. I love it. I love it. Okay, and she picked up a stick. Okay. Ooh, got some nails in that motherfucker. Okay. Oh, she just lit a Molotov and put it away. That's what's up. Damn. Oh, wow. You can get a sense of where they are. That's what's up. I like that. Oh, she about to burn them, son. Yes. Yeah, I like this shit. Now, I know there's supposed to be zombies and whatnot. Not zombies, but the infected or whatever. Them just look crazy. Oh yeah, get him, get him. Ooh, bow and arrow. Yeah, see, I like this shit. I like the stealthy shit. I love the minimal HUD too, like not all this shit all over the screen, you know. Oof. In certain games it makes sense, of course, but you know, I love that when you don't have to do it. Yeah, she might want to swap that rifle out, huh? Got one arrow. Yeah, too nervous. You can't say anything. You don't have time to think about it.
Holy shit! No, over here! Drop her now, crook!
Shit, she is a fucking monster. She is a monster, bruh.
I found her!
Yo, I noticed too that the sound effect, god damn, of ooh, shit, oh, can't go. I love it. Damn, firefight, motherfucker. Okay. All right. Damn. I like how, or I noticed how, and I like it, how the, I don't know if that's all the time, but I just noticed. Look at how they showing they little, the roaches. That's like a nod to the Unreal Engine 5 demo right there with the lights. That was really clever. I wonder if they saw this gameplay before they ran that demo and decided to do that, because that was definitely a nod right there.
You, Nora?
So anyway, I wonder, or yeah, well, let me repeat that. So I like how every kill. Oh shit, they jamming! I can't even talk. I gotta listen to the song.
Maybe if you posted more garbage, Abby would still be herself.
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
That shit was jamming.
When
But
Isaac talks to us about this,
how when enemies got shot
Nora.
and or hit or you know taken down in particular ways, their sound that they made, the sound effect matched the kind of takedown. You know, I've noticed in several other games, they don't necessarily sound like they got hit the way that they got hit. You know, they'll react, their body will react a certain way, but you won't necessarily get a sound that will that's, you know, is believable. You know what I'm saying? It's just nice little attention to detail. That was really cool. Like when old girl got hit in the face with that. Oh, damn. Come on, man. Don't kill her.
Put that shit down. You remember me?
Okay.
You remember me.
Kill her. If you did something, you need to go. Damn. She gonna kill us, son. Yeah, she's a beast. Oh my god. Wow. That was pretty dope. Oh, they took the lights off or whatever. I like that. That was good. Now let me see here. Let me see if there's any it's supposed to be gameplay. If that, unless that was like the only one. Yeah, that was probably. Let me see inside the gameplay. Oh, they're just talking about it.
What the gameplay needs to do is immerse you in the world.
Watch that. Yeah.
Give you as many interesting actions to survive in this world and overcome obstacles. And obstacles could be infected, it could be other people, it could just be the environment, it could be rushing water, anything that could happen in this post-apocalyptic world.
Are you clean?
Okay.
Yeah.
But more than anything, it needs to put you in Ellie's shoes, that you're experiencing what Ellie's experiencing, making you feel what she feels. Because the more we do that, the more the emotional beats of the story work for us, and the more they work for us in this very unique way that only works in video games.
The gameplay philosophy of The Last of Us Part 2 is putting you in the shoes of Ellie and everything that means.
Yeah, this appeared very immersive, man.
Giving
Very immersive.
you
I was
a threat
really
constantly, as this world has.
engaged in
It
just
means
watching
giving
it.
you the hard choices.
Because this game takes place in such a hostile universe and our characters are pushed to do really difficult things, we want to put you in alignment with those choices. We want you to understand how hard certain decisions were for these characters, because they're hard for you.
Hell yeah, it's hard watching that. She is fucking them up.
I would say the overarching philosophy of how we approached designing the game mechanically is how can we take things to the next level.
Everything kind of comes out of the story. And how do we do it through systems?
Oh.
So one is you have to feel the pressure of survival. Survive by the skin of my teeth. How do I use all the scrap around me? Any kind of bullet, any kind of rag, any kind of bottle of alcohol. How do we give you that sense of being a survivor in this world?
Had to smoke them.
Ellie is very small compared to Joel and more nimble. How do we make you feel like you're not the strongest person in the room?
Right.
But you still should be able to rise to the challenge and survive.
Right. I like that.
You know, a fight with a bunch of people that are all bigger than you. So therefore it meant creating a character and systems and mechanics that allow you to be much more nimble. And that's where we added a jump button.
Deal.
Okay.
First you had a climber button, but not really jumping. And here, Ellie can jump. The combat scenarios are much more vertical, where Ellie can use elevation to her advantage.
Prone is a huge one. Prone, obviously, it means to lay flat on the ground. Something so simple, again, something that in real life you'd be able to do. Letting the player have access to all their weapons, all the
So this is a different
crafting,
game
everything
mechanically.
while in that position.
Okay.
And it just creates so many more emergent things in gameplay.
Now that we have this other state that the player could be in, which are very low to the ground, how else can we use this other than just hiding in vegetation? We're like, well, there's a lot of man-made things or different structures that have collapsed that allow just enough space for you to crawl under, which means that now, as enemies are looking for you, you can crawl under things and hide, and it's just one more way to assess your environment and use it to Ellie's advantage. Now, because you can hide under things, we made them smarter and gave them the ability to look under things. So while you might hide somewhere and be safe for a while, eventually they're going to start looking under stuff. And if you're hiding under a truck and they spot you, they're going to yank you out and then try to kill you.
Nice. Ooh, shit. To light his ass up.
Dodging is a big one, because now with dodge, anytime you're in a scuffle,
I wonder how that works.
To get away.
Oof.
You have a chance to counterattack. It lets escape be an option as well. Sometimes you just gotta run. And that is another part of this world, which is sometimes the threat is so overwhelming that you just have to get away.
Yeah.
When you are partially hidden,
Gotta know.
like you're in grass, that means people from afar can't see you, but people from closer can kind of see you. They will eventually acquire you. You're not completely hidden when you're in grass.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
And it makes you as a player become much more aware of your surroundings.
What up, Storm? What up?
Yeah, all these things.
PS5 day one.
And
just for this match? Shit, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was definitely, you know, planning on getting the PS5 shit just because, you know, I feel like they're going to bring some heat
more
But man, this might make me get a
complex,
goddamn
and still works as well as you would
PS4.
expect.
Shit is coming out in what?
So when it came to our level design,
20
we really wanted
days?
to
No, they said the
challenge
19th?
ourselves
Yeah, it was
to
19th, so it's gonna be a
make the
while, maybe a
world
month from now.
really felt like a real space
little under
as
a
much
month,
as we
yeah.
possibly could, and didn't feel like a series of combat encounters.
Shit,
and
might go ahead and just give me a
exploration
little
spaces
pawn
and
shop
combat encounters
PS4.
That felt like a Hall
Shit.
of Horrors or something. But
That shit
something
looking
that really
good.
felt like a space that you could explore that seemed like a legitimate urban environment. And that pushed us to make our level design even more open than it was in the first game, which for us at the time was pretty open. In this game, we've gone so far in making the level design open that there are actually entire story moments, entire combat encounters, like full scripted sequences that you may completely miss. And there are things that we feel like, even though a portion of our player base may never see these things, the fact that when you do encounter them, you feel like you discovered them. It lends them this charm and this magic that I think is unique to games. That this happened to me because of what I did and what the places I explored.
Yeah, nah, I feel you, and that's definitely like the debate right now. It's like this game really looks like
Crafting is very much
something
about
I'd be
a
interested
payoff
in,
to
like
exploration.
the whole game
Meaning that
design,
when you enter new spaces, you want to look
the
around for
survivalist
spots,
stuff,
you wanna open
the
drawers,
stealth,
and cabinets,
the hiding,
and look for
the AI, just
different things that will allow you to
the
craft.
crafting, yeah,
either
all of
items
this
that
stuff,
can
man,
help
is
you
definitely
heal,
up
items
my
that can
alley,
help you
man.
attack
And so
multiple enemies at
I was
once,
like,
such as
damn, that's what I was
Molotov,
thinking. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and wait
or the
for the
landmine
whole,
that
the whole lineup of games on
items that can help augment your
PS4.
weapons,
Play them on
like
PS5, but it's
silencer
like,
for a
man, do I really
pistol,
want to miss this right
or
away? I
craft
don't know,
new kinds
son.
of ammo.
It also
Because
gives
I
tons
think
of
I'm gonna enjoy
interesting
it.
gameplay choices and overlaps that you can do at any moment and on the fly.
And then just go ahead and like
Try
get
to
rid of
pick a game
PS4 when the PS5 come out,
wants you to make a lot of different decisions
and then
in combat
continue
as
on
possible.
PS5.
And the
Shit,
way
I don't
that
know. I'll
we've
probably beat it by then,
expanded
but
the recipe
man,
roster and all
This
of the
shit
recipes
here.
and how they interact with each other is carefully chosen for the different ingredients. And
but they're definitely
making sure
building
they
it
always have these
to be taking
interesting
advantage
decisions
of
to
the
make.
PS5's power. That's for sure.
Put a much stronger emphasis on the importance of the choices you make in the long term for your character.
Either way, I know I'm gonna get this game. I can tell I'm gonna like
An upgrade
this.
system,
This
to
is
the player
great.
upgrade system. There aren't enough resources in a single playthrough to fully upgrade your character.
Wow.
The choices that you make, you're going to have to live with. And we're going to make sure that all of the choices that you made had a really noticeable and tangible effect on the way you play.
Nice. Oh wow. That's interesting. So maybe I play one playthrough now, you know what I'm saying?
You feel
and
a
then
greater kinship with Ellie.
play another
because
playthrough
you
the
are living
PS5.
with decisions that you've already made. Like you are continuing this through line of her journey through this world, and the moment-to-moment gameplay is influenced by that in a way that we haven't before. The realization that your choices have these long-term consequences is very much like the nature of the narrative of the game.
Okay. Yeah, this is lit.
And I'm happy that the mechanics are supporting that.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay, yeah, on the 19th next. Yeah, next month, 19th. Hell. Yeah, game looks good. Oh, I want to keep it on the.
And I'm happy that the mechanics are supporting that.
Right, keep it right there. No, man, that looks really good. Wow. Shit, man. I don't know. This is definitely a thing that, for me, it makes me look at it like, man, I don't want to play something like this right now. You know what I'm saying? It just has a lot of those, like I said, those elements in a game, a stealth game, that I really, really, really enjoy. So I don't know. I mean, more than likely I'll wait, but damn, you never know. I might just go ahead and cop me a little PS4 just to jump on it now. What'd you say? He said, if you boot this joint up, you'll beat it before the 5 drops. Yeah, exactly. But they did mention the fact that there is some, all your upgrades and stuff. Well, first of all, there's things that you can miss in the game, you know what I'm saying? And none of the there's a certain play style that you can lean more towards in the game based on the stuff that you get. And there's not enough stuff in a single playthrough for you to fully upgrade Ellie, So that means when I play it for the second time, which I'd probably do, I mean, if this game turns out as good as it looks, like for me, again, the controls, they have to be tight, you know, they has to be responsive, it has to feel right, you know, it looks great, it looks phenomenal, but it's got to play right, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to play like a Red Dead Redemption or a Grand Theft Auto like the Rockstar games do. I like those games, you know, I enjoy them, they're fun. But there's just little control mechanisms that I just don't enjoy as much. You know, that's the thing I don't like about their games. Surprisingly, I was playing GTA 5 yesterday, and they got their vehicle control down. Maybe that's because it was over 60 frames per second. I don't know, but the vehicles felt a lot better than I remember them feeling years ago. But anyway, I don't know how the controls are going to be, and that's the big thing for me. I hope that that's something they're really paying attention to because, again, obviously graphically it's phenomenal. Mechanically it looks like everything I'd want in a stealth game, you know. So yeah, that's it for me. If it controls well, shit, you know, let's go for it. But this thing looks brutal, man. They did not spare any expense on putting that gore in your face, man. I had to look away a couple of times when I was watching the the state of play, because this is just the gameplay, the inside of the gameplay or whatever. But man, I was like, dog, I can't watch that shit, you know what I'm saying? Damn, son. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it looks good. It looks good to me. It looks like something I'd definitely be interested in trying out, you know what I'm saying? For sure. Not just trying out, but definitely interested in playing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, there's that thing. I definitely want to wait for the PS5, you know, but man, I just kind of want to be on that first wave with this one, you know what I mean? Because it just looks so amazing, you know, like being able to, the game is not trying to force you into direct combat, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to force you to be stealthy and think, you know, ahead, you know, 3 steps ahead, watch the enemy movement, you know, watch their rounds and shit like that, look at the environment, make choices based on, you know, stealth and trying to avoid as much upfront combat as possible. I like that kind of shit, you know, figuring out how to survive, what weapons to utilize in a certain space. And even when you do certain things, the AI, I know they chose that intentionally. I'm sure there's gonna be times when that just won't happen, but the AI will figure you out. Like, she killed one dude, she ran up on him, you know, pulled his ass back. He was just talking to his homie and she walked off. She pulled dude back and then was like, yo, shut the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, calm down. She just yanked the nigga in the neck, just wow, got him in his neck, you know? Like, oh shit, you know, what the fuck? So then, you know, after that, homegirl started getting a little suspicious. Like, I know homeboy was just right there, you know what I'm saying? She looked back, she's like, hey, yo, homie, what's up with you? Then she popped old girl in the face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, she shot her. I think she shot her in the face. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, you know what I'm saying, somebody saw her drop, you know, from a distance and was like, yo, that's not cool. We got somebody, you know, out here, whatever. And it's not unknown. That's not, you know, unheard of or unseen before. I experienced that a lot. And I mean, Metal Gear Solid games, Ghost Recon, that happens a lot, you know. But again, to the level of, I guess you're not, like they were trying to show, like with Solid Snake, you're a fucking badass. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a killing machine. You know, she is too, obviously, good Lord. But you have all these tools and resources or whatever. You're Solid Snake, you know. And then, you know, Ghost Recon, I mean, you're a fucking super badass, ultra secret soldier and shit, you know? So it's like, those aren't bad things, but it has a different effect on the psyche. You know, with her, you have to be a lot more resourceful and shit. So it's like, damn, you know, you alert the enemy, you got to start figuring out really quickly how to move, because you're not going to be able to just pull out the AK or the whatever the fuck, you know, super weapon you got and just, you know what I'm saying? You can't switch it over like that, you know what I mean? At least I hope they don't make it like that. You know, I hope they really force you to continue to think throughout the game in those terms, you know, from that perspective. But I like that. You know, you have to stay on your toes and shit. So anyway, I mean, that's all we have to say about the game. The game looks good. The game looks phenomenal. I'm excited about it. You know, again, they may force me to go ahead and get a goddamn PS4 for this one, because this is just looking too tasty. You know, it's too sweet of a morsel to to wait on. But I don't know. I might be playing something else before then. I have to look at, what's happening. During that time, I have to look at what might be coming down the pipeline because, man, that looks phenomenal. I'm trying to find something here real quick. But that looks phenomenal, man. What you got something on? I feel you regarding the Rockstar games. Yeah, it took me forever to finally beat GTA 5. GTA 5 was the first one I finished. Word, yeah. I think GTA 5 was the first one that I finished as well. Yeah, cause oh man, GTA 4, I couldn't stand that shit. It was the first time they were implementing their what was their Rage engine or whatever, and all the ragdoll physics and everything, and their driving. I mean, unless they fixed it now, was really, really bad. But yeah, that Red Dead, that shit feels sluggish. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Red Dead has that sluggish feel. It does. It really does. And they're trying to make it feel weighty. You know what I'm saying? Like your characters, like it's a real person. They're trying to put all these extra animations into the game, just to have something be displayed. You know what I'm saying? A certain way, but they sacrifice the end user's controls. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. That's a whole nother story. But again, I like the game. It's not a bad game at all. I love the games. They're great games, but it's just something I don't like. I wouldn't want to sacrifice controls if I had the choice for visual presentation. And so this one has a lot of animations going on in it. Lots of animations. So I wonder again, are they going? Because I never really played like the Drake's Uncharted game. I didn't even play the first one, the first Last of Us. But this appears to be a totally different game mechanically than the first Last of Us. So for me, that again is very interesting because I respect the first Last of Us, but it just wasn't a game that just really was like, oh, I gotta play this. I heard it's really good, and I may play it. I may pick it up and play it. But this gameplay is what appeals to me, as a gamer. This is calling me right here. And everything else I'll go ahead and pick up on, like the story and everything else I pick up on it because that gameplay is what is appealing to me. So, I just hope that their controls, I don't know how Naughty Dog makes their realistic games as far as controls are concerned. But we'll see because I'm definitely gonna play it at one point or another, be it on PS4, PS5. We'll see. Death Stranding. What was it? When is Death Stranding coming to PC? Hell, if I know, man. I don't know, but I don't know if that'll make me pick it up or not. Ah, man. GTA 4 had the worst driving and running anime. Yes. I stay trying to tell people that. Yeah, it's a fact, man. The cars felt all unrealistic, wobbly and shit. Yeah. And that's why, again, because Epic gave away, GTA 5 the other day. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this a little playthrough, and see how it feels, because I hadn't played it in years. But, man, I was like, what did they improve on their control? I mean, the controls in the vehicles in that game feel like a fucking racing game. You know what I'm saying? Like an arcade racer. I was like, yo, they've got the racing mechanics down pat now. There's some things they just still don't do. Well, I don't know. It just depends on certain vehicles, I guess. But it feels good. Put it that way. It feels really good. They did a lot better with the driving because, yeah, the fourth one, that shit was terrible. And then the fifth one, for a while, it just felt a little, I don't know. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But, yeah, man, that's all I really want to do. I just wanted to, do a little live reaction to this. I'm going to be getting on here, in about an hour and 15. I'm going to be doing some action there, man. I want to jump back in that game. So I figured I'll share with you guys because I think I'll do a little episodic thing with it. Just, see the development of how far I get or whatever. This is just something I love to do as far as that game is concerned. But, yeah, man. But anyway, I'll be doing that here in about an hour and 15. I got some other things I got to take care of. And then, tomorrow we can do an open mic. I got a brand new name for it. So I'll see you guys then, man. I appreciate you guys stopping through, man, and enjoying this little live reaction to The Last of Us Part 2. Don't be surprised. If I'm like, man, I went ahead and copied that PS4, man, I got to go ahead and get this game. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit looks legit. It looks legit. For sure. I'll catch you later, fam. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Again, I'll be on about an hour and a half or hour 15 and do some gameplay then. All right, y'all. Peace.